What is going on, guys? So basically I'm going to be editing and voicing over this video. I do not have any editing skills, so you're getting a picture of a taco cat, which is the shirt that I wore today. But basically, Martin and I did a workout. We want to start documenting our fitness journey, and this is my horrible attempt at kind of just showing what we did for the first workout. So basically I showed him some things that have helped me, and we did a workout together. It was basically a push day, so that's what this is. So here we have Martin starting off with the pause bench. Looks like it's about 185 here. And he pauses a little bit there, kind of not so much there. And basically I want to pause it here to say what I'm trying to do here is get that explosion off the chest. That's something that's helped me tremendously. And we both kind of are a little bit weaker at the bottom. So I really just wanted to emphasize that. Make sure that he was getting the maximum explosion, because I know that's something that's helped me be able to up my bench, given, we're both pretty tricep dominant. And then here we have him actually really pausing, taking the tension off, and clearly it's a lot more difficult, and it was kind of a little bit too much weight, so we decided to stop there. So here's another thing that I've found to be very effective, and that's doing isometrics. So basically, he's holding the weight just a little bit above where the bottom would be. You see how his arm is perfectly straight. That's something he does a lot better than I do. And basically, we're trying to activate those muscle fibers, get that mind-muscle connection at the bottom, which again is an area that we both kind of struggle with in terms of power output. This is the same exact thing here, just showing some different angles. So obviously that's one arm, that's the other. Again, nice up and down. This is something that we want to practice, and this is something that I really struggle with. So we want to get it in situations like this at the bottom. Now we're moving on to overhead press. So this is a movement that we're both a lot more naturally good at. We have pretty strong shoulders and whatnot. And basically I'm trying to exaggerate the movement here, push my head forward and push it back so I don't get locked at the top there. Here we have Martin doing effectively a 1 rep max. He is pretty fried at this point. And as you can see, he's pushing it back there pretty good. And then we lower the weight a little bit so that he can kind of rep it out. And basically we're just trying to push that weight back and not let ourselves get kind of caught at the top of the lift, which is super common. So here we start to see the form break down a little bit. So clearly he has the ability to kind of push it back, but as you get fatigued, it gets a little bit harder. And as we see, kind of taking longer to get that bar behind the head, or, kind of above. And as we see here on this rep, really just kind of grinding through the top there because it's all tricep. Now here I just give a set showing that kind of exaggerated movement with around the same weight. So this is obviously a lot lighter. The form doesn't break down as much. Now we transition to more of just kind of a period where we're repping stuff out as opposed to going for strength. Keep in mind, Martin is absolutely fried at this point. And as we see, he has that same kind of ability to keep his elbows and his wrists in line. He just does a very good job of that, even when he's super fatigued. So this is something that I envy, something that I just don't have the ability to do. At this point, we're really just trying to exhaust the muscle, get that endurance going, get the blood flow there. And as you see, even as we drop the weight, that wrist and that elbow stay in line. This is a very good trait to have. It allows you to get the maximum power, and it's consistent even in the most struggling reps. So again, a really good thing to have. And he's just struggling here at this point, just absolutely fried. So basically all the good things that I said about Martin in terms of having that straight path between his wrists and his elbows, this is not present in me very frequently. As you can see here, my elbows are flaring more so than where my wrist would be. So one fix for this would be if I were to bring my hands out and grip the bar a little bit wider, or I could actually tuck my elbows in. So I just do some excessive flaring. This is an issue I have when I'm fatigued. This is another angle here. And basically I am half repping at this point, trying to keep that tension on my chest. I'm really trying to feel that burn there. This is not focused on my triceps necessarily. And I probably should just be gripping the bar a little bit wider to get more focus on the chest, because that's really what I'm trying to bring up, what I'm trying to get more power out of, as opposed to my triceps, which is an area that both Martin and I kind of don't struggle with as much as the bottom of the movement. Now we take it over to kickbacks, and I want you to notice how he's bringing his shoulder back on each rep as he's trying to use his tricep. So we're trying to fix that, basically keep that shoulder in place, keep it back so that we're able to work the long head of the tricep. So as he progresses here, he learns and he brings it back a bit more and starts to focus a little bit more of the weight to kind of be strictly tricep, which if you're able to lock it back, it's able to get the long head a lot more. And this is something that I kind of have discovered over quarantine, was that I really don't have very big triceps at all. And although they are, pretty strong, they're not as big. So here we see locked in a lot better. Martin listens really quickly and learns really quickly, and that's something that I struggle with for sure as well. So basically, we're trying to bring the size of those triceps up because we both have pretty strong triceps, but they could definitely get bigger, and that would allow us to lift more weight. So this is my attempt at doing the same exercise. This is the second time I've ever done this. I kind of discovered it during quarantine, tried using bands at home in my home gym, and essentially, I'm trying to just fry that long head of the tricep, really get it activated because that's where a lot of the size comes from and hopefully a lot of the strength as well. So we're just trying to really activate that, get it exhausted, and this is the end of the workout. So hopefully you enjoyed it, learned something, and we're just going to continue to document our journey and our progress. So